Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to the B&K's Bees channel for another episode of Random Inspection Friday. This is kind of a different one, it's not quite as random. This hive has been plagued with issues since early March. They came through the winter weak. I had to baby them through the early portion of the year, and then they had a disease battle throughout the year as well. They exhibited signs of European foul brood for a while, and then it was chalk brood. So these bees have been battling the whole year. That's why they're only 2 boxes tall. But to be honest, I don't really know what to expect right now. It's September 13th, I think. So decisions are going to have to start, being made, combination decisions or whatever. And if I think there's a lot of mites in here, they might just end up getting moved to another yard. I really don't want early season die-outs affecting the rest of this yard. But we'll see, hopefully it looks good. Once again, it's September 13th, so you might see me putting my my veil on before the end of this inspection. There's yellow jackets all over the place. Bees are robbing left and right. And they have... Oh man, that's heavy, that's good. They have short leashes. Patience. Alright, now see, this isn't what I wanted to see. They're ignoring 3, 4.5 frames down here. Dang it. You guys see what I'm doing? Now, if this was earlier on in the year, obviously I'd take these outer frames and checker them into the center, but I don't want to be spreading their brood nest any wider than they've spread it already. The nights are getting colder. And they're contracting their brood nest as the nights get colder so that they can make sure they can maintain the proper temperature. Obviously, too few bees and too large a brood nest is going to have some chilled brood, and there are a lot of problems that come with that. Alright, so I don't see any eggs in there right now. It's not the sunniest day, so it's not the easiest to see eggs right now, but I don't think that there are any. There's a little patch of brood. Here, I'm gonna do something different with this camera. Okay, a little tiny patch of old brood right there. Everything else is bee bread on this frame. I do not think that there are eggs in there, which would make sense. I mean, they're going to be bringing their nest up at this time of year. But it doesn't mean that's, making me happy to see it like that. Okay. Now, well, there's the queen. So there should be eggs here. And there are. I'm going to assume there are under that mass as well. Normally I'd blow them around, but they're not all about that kind of treatment today. So I won't go that far. Now, my question at this point is, or the question I have to answer is, do I want to try to condense these? I'm not going to do it now. What I'm going to do now is put some food on them, see if I can't stimulate a little bit of brood growth. Not thin syrup. I'm not going to trick them into thinking it's spring, but sometimes you put a little bit of food on them, and that'll get them to expand for one last brood round. Okay, so this is good then. This is, you can see some capped stuff on the edges. Well, you can't really because there's too many bees, but and there's a friendly neighborhood yellow jacket. And young brood all throughout the empty cells. That's good. Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. As you see, it's not calm inspection season. Gosh, that's why I love spring. Spring, you come out and spend hours with one hive and nobody cares, nobody gets upset. Now you walk out here just with a feeder bucket and you're pulling bees out of your beard and trying not to get stung. But that is the nature of the beast, and you know, it's like Black Friday or something. People get aggressive. Alright, so this second box is going on. I have less of a need to really inspect up here because I see that the brood nest is there down in the bottom, and that's good. I would assume that there's brood up here as well. I know that there's a lot of honey because I just lifted the box. But regardless, for the sake of a thorough random inspection Friday, let's check it out. Well, you know what that is. There be honey in them there cells. That's 2 frames in though. Let's smash the yellow jacket. Got her. Yeah. Maybe I'll paste her up on the front of the hive to show her friends. Game of Thrones. More. This one's heavy as heck. And even more, this is mostly open nectar. There is a little bit of brood down there in the bottom right hand corner. Alright, this is exactly what I wanted to see. This is full of brood. More focus. Hopefully you can see there's larvae in those cells. A little bit of capped brood here. Honey on the outside edges. That's good, that's good, that's good. If this was just a little bit weaker in each box, I would probably combine it. You know, you don't want a whole lot of vacant space in your hives going into winter. But we still have another brood cycle to hatch out. And there's a decent amount of brood in this hive, so I'm going to make that decision. Whoa. That was a little crazy. This frame is heavy. I'm going to make that decision at the end of September. But right now, the Queensland, it's heavy as heck. The bees look healthy. I didn't see any chalk brood. I'm going to check the front for chalk brood mummies. Awesome. There are no chalk brood mummies. So, overall I'm relatively pleased. I mean, it's not the best hive we have out here, but considering what it's been through, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. All right. I guess this is a good thing, a relatively good thing. But yeah, so tune in next week for another episode of Random Inspection Friday. If you're not already, click subscribe. You'll get notified for other videos as we go forward. Hopefully I'll be able to have enough Random Inspection Fridays and random other videos to keep uploading videos throughout the winter. So you know you want to be subscribed to get notifications for that. If you like this video, click like. I'd appreciate it. That'll help YouTube propagate the video around to more beekeepers. Otherwise, get out there and have some fun with your bees.